This is Quetta, your own town, the capital of Balochistan, but seen from the air. Did you know that Quetta has more than 300,000 inhabitants now? And together with the people from Afghanistan, almost 350,000. Once, Quetta used to be famous for its cleanliness, but now the picture is changing. The city is a fast-growing one, and the rapid increase of the population of Quetta has brought many problems into the lives of its citizens, especially in the areas that expand the most. For example, this part of the city, Mariabad, is literally growing into the mountains. One of the problems a fast-growing city like this faces is inadequate sanitation facilities. In this area, there is a permanent lack of water, and therefore an appropriate sewerage system is impossible. So, it's becoming more and more difficult to keep the area clean. This is another part of Quetta, Hudda. Here the streets are very narrow. Therefore, it's hard to avoid the contaminated water that runs from the houses into the streets. Most of the people of Hudda use bucket latrines, as is shown here. These latrines empty directly into the drains. One of the problems is how to keep the latrines clean. This work is mostly done by a sweeper, but the sweeper comes irregularly, cannot clean the area properly, and therefore the smell of the latrine is hardly bearable. These open drains collect a lot of garbage, partly because most of the time there is not enough water to wash it away. From the houses, small pipes drop the wastewater into these drains. In Quetta city, there are quite a few houses with no facilities for disposal of excreta. Therefore, people have to use public places. There is no privacy at all, not to mention the health hazards that human excreta pose. These flies can transmit diseases from excreta to food. For all these places, a good alternative is a pour flush latrine. The pour flush latrine is a latrine with two pits. One is in use and one resting. This junction box guides the excreta to one of the pits. The excreta goes through a pipe via the junction box into the first pit. When the first pit is full, after 2 years, the latrine will be connected to the second pit, which will collect the waste. In the meantime, the first pit, now containing dry material, will be emptied. The pour flush latrines are constructed by local contractors. They build the pits inside the premises. The latrines are private, easy to maintain, and there is sufficient ventilation. The pan with footsteps is easy to clean, and only a small amount of water is needed. The size of the pan is also suitable for use by small children, although the very young ones, whether they like it or not, should keep on using their potties. Part of the project is the visit of the social workers to the families which have decided to have a pour flush latrine. The social workers explain the use and maintenance of the pour flush latrine. Furthermore, they give some health education connected with sanitation. For example, about washing the hands after using the latrine and teaching their children hygienic habits. They also talk about the habit of using stones to clean oneself after defecating. This habit has to be changed because the stones will block the pipe and the latrine will not function. In this house, the pour flush latrine has been installed, and this lady explains why her family chose this system by answering the questions of the social worker. The discussion is about how the family appreciates the poor flush latrine. This lady says they've been using the system for 7 months now, and they think it's a very easy one, clean and odorless, while in their old system they faced a lot of problems.
तो जमादार को कितने पैसे देते थे महीने के? हफ्ते में कितने दिन वो आता था और कितने दिन छुट्टी करता था? ऐसा तो हमको समझ नहीं आता है, हम तो अनपढ़।
One of the biggest problems was the scarcity of sweepers in their area. There are only 2 sweepers for a large group of houses, and the sweeper doesn't collect the excreta daily. Sometimes they have to wait 2 or 3 days. They pay the sweeper 20 rupees a month. For the poor flush latrine, they will have to pay 30 rupees a month. When they used the dry bucket latrine, they used large amounts of water to clean it. Now with this system, very little water is required, and it is much easier to clean. All in all, the family is very satisfied with the poor flush latrine. The Quetta Sewerage and Sanitation project is jointly financed by the governments of Pakistan and the Netherlands. The project consists of 2 major aspects: a sewerage system with treatment plant and a low-cost sanitation program. The Quetta Sewerage and Sanitation project aims, with its low-cost sanitation program, to provide about 14,000 families in the next few years with a latrine, of which at least 90% will be of the poor flush latrine type.